So here we are at pretty much step one. We've got our PCB and we've taken out some or most of the LEDs from this short strip. They supply two strips. One's very short, one is has a lot more. So it's this short strip that we do first, and they are for these LEDs that are on the top and the very bottom of the circuit board. Now, as it tells us in the instructions here, that we need to distinguish between positive and negative. Obviously there's polarity involved with LEDs. So it's saying that the LED side of the green point is negative, and the LED negative, or the green point, corresponds to the octagonal pad, and all of the LEDs is this way. So this is going to be the same for both sets or both colors of LEDs. And hopefully they've got a closer up picture showing that one side of this LED package has a green marking or paint on it. And as we zoom in, you'll see that. Hopefully you can see that nice and clear. So we see on this one side there's very little in the way of marking, but then on this side we have a green tint, and we have a square pad and we have an octagonal pad. So the octagonal pad is for the green, so it is for that way around. So these are tiny and fiddly little components, and no doubt they will ping off when you try and grip them with your tweezers. So I think they give you a few spare. We'll see at the end how many we've got left over. So that's our first two in position. I'm just going to angle this to make it a bit easier for me to solder. And I'm also going to use some flux. It just seems to help, I've found, with these surface mount soldering. Put on our flux. I've got solder, and obviously my soldering iron. It means that I'm able to just bring the solder already on the soldering iron to the joint. So just try and align this, and then it really is that quick. It's literally just a second of heat. Just add a tiny bit more flux, and then we can just do the other edge. Excellent. And so we just keep on working our way around the outside, just making sure that we've got these round the right way. Oh, it's very easy to move these. You can end up covering the other pad by mistake. You can see the flux makes things so much easier to solder. really well worth having and using. Sometimes these components are so light that a little bit of flux on the tweezers and they will stick to the tweezers, which is a trifle annoying. And there we go. So it's always a good idea just to check your soldering under a magnifying glass, or if you've got a microscope or something, just to make sure that you've got them all soldered in okay. Sometimes bending and twisting the angle that you're looking at this also can help, and you can get rid of any little wisps of solder like I have, so that these do not just a stubborn bit there. There we go. Very good. And then we can start onto the next sheet of instructions, which I'm pretty sure go on to these digits.